Hello everybody, hey, hi, how you doing? Jay McCain here, coming to you with some coffee from Tea-Capistan after dark, even though it's clearly still light out. I've got something a little bit different for you today. I've got a DUI arrest video, so I thought we could go through this, react to it, learn from their mistakes, make good choices in the future. Let's go. Oh, this comes from Body Cam DUI Arrest Videos is the channel, so give them a follow. It's Body Cam DUI Arrest of disgusting, officially comatose, Smirnoff drunk girl passed out in her own vomit. So we're in for a treat here. Sub Pop says DUI, wow, wow, wow. What's up, Sub Pop? We got barf too. We should get barf on this one. We should get barf. Allegedly already barf. This is 57 minutes, so I'm gonna be here for a while. A man after my own heart, yeah. I think this might be a gal.
Approximately for 15 a.m. Officer Zachary Sticks with the Lake Forest Police Department observed a red 2016 Mazda 6 parked in a public parking spot on the east side of Western Avenue. Since the vehicle did not have overnight parking permission, he exited his patrol car and looked inside the vehicle.
If you're gonna pass out in your car, make sure you have that overnight parking permission. That is a pro tip number one.
That there was vomit outside of the vehicle and observed
also, I hope you're enjoying my
who was
bright
covered
red
in
zit
vomit
that I've got
sleeping
on my
behind
nose.
the wheel of the vehicle. The engine was running, indicating that the female
Make sure you don't
had
barf
physical
on your
control
car,
of
right?
the vehicle. He knocked on the window repeatedly for several minutes.
What is the best place to barf if you're gonna barf? Outside the vehicle? Because that's a clue too. Inside the vehicle? On yourself? In a bag. In a bag is the correct answer.
But she did not immediately awaken.
Oh no, she has barfed all over herself. This is nasty. I feel guilty doing this. I feel guilty reacting to this. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should kill the stream. Because this is like someone's worst day ever, right? We're watching someone's worst day. But it's a reminder not to put yourself in these positions, to make better choices. Find another DUI video. But this one has so many funny tags, like Smirnoff drunk and passed out in own vomit. Dude, she is out cold. Let's label it an educational experience. Yeah, exactly. We're here to educate the public on what not to do. Wow, he put it in flashing mode. That doesn't seem to be helping. I mean, this could be a dead person too. Like, this could legitimately be a dead person.
Lake Forest Police! Lake Forest Police!
My worst nightmare, says Sub Pop. Yeah, right. skip ahead a second.
Is your door locked?
I'm gonna go ahead and jump around a bit. If it's dragging out, I will jump ahead.
I saw a wallet on the ground. It looks like it's
They
her.
find her ID on the ground outside.
And her eyes are fluttering and she's breathing, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's
301, who's that 28 come back to? Yep. But we're I've been pounding for a couple minutes now.
running.
Yeah? It's running. So she's covered.
Is the car running?
And her ID was out, like, kind of by the
Is the car running?
curb. Really? Yeah. So, and her last name is the same name as the last name of the registered owner. It's probably mom or dad's. So we know who she is. She's not waking up. My initial thought is, we're not going to walk away.
Right.
My initial thought is, we're not going to walk away. Well, that's good, officer. I'm glad you're not going to walk away.
Do we... No, this is what I'm spitballing here. Do we...
It's like food. It's puke, open bottle right here. That's kind of spilled. If you come up here, you can see it spilled down the center.
So do we
Open container. Oh, that's so bad.
break the window ourselves? Is that the second one of the night?
Second one, what?
Of a car run? Good question. So we could either break it ourselves, or we could call the fire department to do it for us.
What about a lockout? That is an option, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Lockout. What are they gonna do? Lock her out from the outside?
We're gonna try the lockout first.
I wonder what that means. They've got some sort of tool.
Yep. Is this car here? Has it been here? It hasn't been here. When I rolled through it like one, I didn't see it.
I mean, I just remember I wanted to come here for Parker's, and all I remembered is there was a handful. So I don't know. I can't say.
Move your head to that side, but that's it.
Her eyes, like when you flash your flashlight at her eyes, they like flutter. Yeah.
Okay, it's like a wedge. Is it that easy to unlock a door? You just wedge it in there and you've got this baggie that you inflate.
Really? Oh, wow.
I used 2 wedges.
I like the bag. I like the bag.
Is she responsive yet? Not yet, I don't think.
You said there is damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how that's... All right.
Could you light me up?
So then you slide in the Slim Jim.
It's all over there.
The damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite a bit.
Officer Sticks called for backup, and Officer Ashley Molinari arrived on scene a few minutes later. Officer Molinari noticed an open container of Smirnoff vodka inside the vehicle. Another officer arrived a few minutes afterwards, and the officers initially considered breaking the window. However, they ultimately decided to
Yeah,
open
that'll
the
make it
door
hard.
using
Yeah,
a vehicle
Smirnoff.
lockout kit.
I
After
don't
the
think I've
door
had
was
Smirnoff in
the
20
officers
years.
were able to awaken the female, and she was identified as 21-year-old Akshita.
Trunk is open.
Yeah, that's about the right age
Hey,
for
trunk is
Smirnoff.
open.
The trunk is open.
Turn that way.
Climb in through the back.
Watch out.
Oh, they got it open. Door is open.
All right, I'll be right back.
It's pretty crazy that it's that easy to open your door. Your locked door.
Yeah.
Oh. Wakey wakey.
Back.
This
Ma'am,
is
upstairs, take
this
the
is the
Lake
worst
Forest Police
nightmare.
Department. Do you need an ambulance right now?
No.
You don't need an ambulance? Okay. Can I ask what's going on here tonight?
I'm fine. I'm just.
Okay. I don't think you're quite fine. I want to make sure you're okay though, right?
Yeah.
Where
I don't think you're fine. I want to make sure you're okay though.
are you a student at Lake Forest College?
No.
Where are you a student at?
Loyola?
Loyola? Okay. Are you here visiting a friend?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Are you supposed to be visiting with them right now?
No.
No? Okay. Where were you planning on staying?
What a weird question.
I was just saying, but I wasn't planning on driving anywhere.
Okay. Where did you drive from your house? Where do you live?
I live in Loyola, but I live in Loyola.
In Loyola? Okay. So you drove from Loyola to here?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you just at the Lantern earlier? Or
No, I was at the Lantern.
you're at the Lantern?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I wasn't planning
Were you at the Lantern earlier? No, I was at the Lantern.
on driving or anything.
Okay, got it. All right. How long have you been sitting here?
I think I just wanted to sit here until I was better.
Better? What do you mean?
Sobered up.
I just wanted to make sure that I was more sober and then sleep.
Okay. I mean, your car's running right now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
sorry.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't have to turn it off. You can. Who else did you drive here with?
It was just me.
It was just you?
Yeah.
Has anyone else driven your car tonight?
No.
No? Okay. Is this your mom's car, dad's car, brother's car?
This is my dad's car.
Your dad's car? Okay. Are you kind of the primary driver of the car?
Yeah.
Like you mostly use it for school and everything like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So, you don't need an ambulance? You don't need to go to the hospital?
No.
Okay. Are you able to drive home?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to be able to ascertain if you can safely drive home. Okay?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right?
I understand.
Because, I mean,
That's crazy. I wonder how much gas she went through. Asleep like that with the engine running.
before we kind of move on to next steps, that's what we need to make sure of, okay?
Yeah, I understand.
All right. Hang out with my partner over here. All right, give me 1 minute, all right?
Audio muted for 30 seconds. We'll just skip through that.
Akshita seemed incoherent, but told the officers that she did not. She initially told the officers that she had been drinking at the Lantern, but she would later admit to drinking at Authentic Mexican restaurant and bar. Officer Sticks detected the odor of alcohol and asked her to exit the vehicle and perform field sobriety exercises.
No, I think you're right.
Like there's little annotations here on the video. They do their work here on this channel, DUI arrest videos. I tell you what, good channel name too.
Okay. What was your name, ma'am? What's your name?
Akshita?
Akshita?
Yeah.
Okay, Akshita. So, like I said, I want to make sure you're able to safely drive. Okay, that's
Yeah.
my main priority. So what I'm going to ask is for you to exit the vehicle, and then I'd like for you to kind of run through some standardized tests for me. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna walk in front of my squad car right here. We have the whole lane blocked off, so.
Yeah.
All right. Would you agree that we're kind of on a pretty level surface, right? It's not wet. It's nothing like that. There's no crazy wind going on.
You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay.
Okay. Do you have any eye problems? Like, do you wear glasses, contacts?
No, I do have glasses, but they're a little dry right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't wear contacts though?
No.
No, you don't wear
I mean,
contacts?
I do have contacts, yeah.
You do have contacts. Are you wearing them right now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. So you can see pretty well
Yeah, it's just...
with them in.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're just like a month old.
Okay.
So I apologize for that.
Okay. Do you take any prescription medication?
Yeah, I do.
What do you take? Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Have you been in an accident tonight at all?
No.
Do you have any head injuries recently? Okay. No head injuries. How's your general health?
I think I'm fine.
You generally you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you have diabetes of any kind?
No. No.
Okay. You seemed a little unsure.
No,
you,
no, I'm
you don't?
fine.
You don't have you do not have diabetes?
No,
Okay.
I do not.
Or you have not been diagnosed with diabetes?
No.
I apologize. Okay.
No.
All right. So I'm actually gonna have you, if you could kind of step right here to just this flat area.
Yeah, you should probably know if you have diabetes or not. They always ask that. I think it's like some sort of metabolism thing. Like you can artificially have a higher BAC if you have diabetes or something. I don't know.
I just don't want you in that.
Yeah.
divot.
I don't know why they always ask that.
Okay. I'm just gonna have you face me this way. All right.
You can smell an electron if your blood sugar is
All right,
weird.
so-
Right.
The first
Yeah, I think
field
that's
sobriety exercise was the horizontal gaze nystagmus HGN test. During the HGN test, Officer Sticks observed the lack of smooth pursuit and distinct, sustained nystagmus at maximum deviation, and the onset of nystagmus prior to 45 degrees. The second exercise was the walk and turn test. During the walk and turn test, Akshita did not touch heel to toe on each step while turning improperly. The third exercise was the one-leg stand test. During the one-leg stand test,
an
Akshita failed to
interesting
raise
thing
her foot in the
about-
proper fashion and put her
Little people in sobriety tests that they can't really use them in the same way. Oh, interesting.
foot down before the test was complete.
Yeah, that
the
makes
final
sense.
exercise was the recitation of the alphabet from D to N, but Akshita failed to do so satisfactorily.
I'm gonna have you put your feet together and just keep your arms at your sides just like this. If you can keep them out of your pockets, that'd be great. All right. I want you to keep your head still and follow the movement of my stimulus with your eyes only. And I'll show you what that is. Keep following my stimulus with your eyes until I tell you to stop. Do you understand? Okay. My stimulus is going to be this little pen. It's got a light at the end of it, okay? That's what the stimulus is going to be. So follow that with just your eyes, okay? All right. Can you reach out and just touch the little white light so we know exactly what we're looking at? Perfect. Thank you
No,
very much.
ma'am, stop
All right.
looking at
You
my
have any
junk.
questions? Okay.
Oh, poor girl has to stand there with vomit on her hoodie. Oh, that's so sad. Oh god, with the shirt bar. Oof, been there, but not with the car. Yeah. That's good, not with the car.
So you want me to follow the white light?
Yep, just the white light. All right. And I know I've got my flashlight kind of shining at you. Is that causing you any headaches?
No.
No? Okay. Make sure you're just using your head to follow, or your, I'm sorry, make sure you're only using your eyes to follow this white light, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Try not to move your head, okay? Keep looking like this. I'm going to go up, okay?
Yeah.
So just try not to move your head, all right? Okay.
The HGN takes a while. I skipped through it.
Yep, try not to move. So you're moving your chin up. Try to keep your chin pointed directly at me and only follow up with your eyes, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's still moving her head.
Try to keep your chin down. You're raising your chin a little bit, okay?
I
All right.
apologize.
Okay. All right. And do you have any hip, back, foot injuries?
No.
Anything like that? No? You don't have any injuries that would prevent you from doing some kind of balance exercise?
No.
No? Okay. You don't have any physical problems or disabilities?
No.
Yes, yes, yes,
What we're
and
going to
yes.
do is, we're going to imagine from my license plate extending forward is an imaginary line, okay?
Yeah.
Straight imaginary line, all right? You think you could do that for me?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, of course.
There's no major cracks on this roadway, right? There's some splitting, but nothing that you think your foot would fall into, correct?
No.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you place your left foot on that imaginary
I do like how he's reading off of a card. This is like his first rodeo.
line, okay? Now place your right
I guess he just wants to get it right.
foot on the line ahead of your left foot, touching heel to toe, and place your arms at your sides, okay? Just like me.
Yeah.
So go ahead and place, so your left foot on the line, right? Left foot's on the line, okay?
So my
Now place your right foot in front of your left foot with your arms at your sides, okay?
Yeah.
And go ahead and try to touch heel to toe, so see how there's a space between your feet, right? You want to touch heel to toe, okay?
All right. Yeah.
All right? Do you understand that so far?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maintain this position until I have completed my instructions. Don't start walking until I tell you to. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
All right. When I say begin, I want you to take 9 heel to toe steps on the line, turn around, and take 9 heel to toe steps back on the line.
Yeah.
Make your turn by keeping your front foot on the line, and turn by taking several small steps around with the other foot. I'll demonstrate that for you right now, okay? So we're at the starting position, all right? 1, 2, 3, and so on to 9. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn using a series of small steps. 1, 2, 3, and so on to 9, okay?
I need to turn off viewers. I'm afraid of my other fans, my Blood Bowl fans, tuning into this.
All right. As you are walking, keep your arms at your side at all times.
This is another weird
Watch your
fascination
feet
I
And
have.
count your steps out loud.
Yeah.
Once you start walking, go ahead and try to maintain that position for me. That
Yeah.
starting position, go ahead and maintain that. Once you start walking, don't stop until you've completed the test. Do you understand?
Yeah. I
Okay.
understand.
All right. You can begin and count your first step as 1.
Forbidden pleasures indeed.
2,
We're about halfway through.
3, 4, 5.
Not heel to toe, not heel to toe, not heel to toe, not heel to toe, not heel to
Is
toe.
that okay?
Really not heel
So
to
continue
toe.
the test. Just how I explained it.
Do I have to turn around?
Yep. Continue.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, those are pretty bad.
7, 8.
Okay, you go ahead and relax. All right, now we're gonna just kind of, you can stay right there. You're gonna face me. All right, and again, we're on a pretty flat surface, I'd say. Okay, so place your feet together with your arms at your side.
Yeah.
Don't do anything else until I tell you to, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, when I tell you to, raise either foot, left or right,
I watched a friend do the alphabet sobriety test and they asked them to do it backwards. I'm thinking they can't do that sober. Yeah. I've seen a lot of these videos. I've never seen them asked to do it backwards. Like, I couldn't do the alphabet backwards.
approximately 6 inches off the ground. I want you to keep your raised foot parallel to the ground. Keep your legs straight and count out loud in the following manner. 1001, 1002, 1003, until you're told to stop. I'm going to demonstrate, okay? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, and so on. Okay?
Until 9?
Just until I tell you to stop. Okay? So just keep counting until I tell you
Should
to.
I keep it up in the air?
Yep. So you'll do that position I just demonstrated like this, and you'll be counting until I tell you to stop.
Okay, I understand.
As you're counting, keep your arms at your sides at all times and watch your raised foot.
Yeah.
Okay? Give me 1 minute here, okay?
Yeah.
Open stopwatch.
He has like Alexa or something. Open stopwatch. It works. I'm
All right,
impressed.
when you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
My voice commands never work.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005.
So you're raising that foot, right?
Yeah.
Approximately 6 inches off the ground.
1006.
You're still touching, right? Make sure we're raising it off the ground.
1006, 1007, 1008, 1009.
Remember, you gotta keep going, okay?
1000, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1000.
Okay, go ahead and stop.
I wonder what would happen if I was asked to do this, like, bro, I'm beat up and all. Right? Yeah, like, my back has been out. I would have a hard time with this.
Okay. You said you're at the Lantern, right?
No, I was at Authentico.
Authentico. Okay. You were just with friends?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Did you have anything to eat at all?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
When's the last time you slept? I mean, I know you were sleeping in the car, but before that,
When's the last time you slept? Officer, I was asleep when you got here.
I had slept, I think, in early morning, and then I had just been sleeping, I think, when you had found me.
okay. When you last slept, did you sleep like a full night's worth of sleep? Or a full,
I think so, yeah.
you think so? Okay. Like, can you estimate how many hours you think that was?
I think beforehand I had slept. Here, just give me some time. I think I'd slept a few hours beforehand, and then when you had found me, I had slept another few hours, like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do me one more favor? All right, so I'm just, without singing it, can you say the alphabet starting from the letter D and ending at M
Yeah.
without singing? Go ahead.
The thing is, I apologize very much. I feel
Yeah.
so bad that you guys have to do this.
No, it's okay. We're just, like I said, if you're telling me you can drive, I got to make sure that you can safely drive a vehicle.
Yeah,
okay?
no, I'm totally fine.
Okay.
D to F, you said?
D to M.
D to M. Okay.
Yep.
D to F would be pretty funny.
D E
D-E-F.
F E H I J K L M N O P Q R S
Uh-oh.
P W S
This one always gets people.
Y M G. Now I know my ABCs next time.
Got it.
Oh no, she said now I know my ABCs. Hey, Tulip Blossom.
All right.
We're watching a DUI arrest video.
So,
Trigger warning.
you've been very cooperative. Thank you. I appreciate it.
of
Right.
course.
The last thing I'd like to ask, right? My partner here has a device that helps us gauge a better idea of,
Following the field sobriety exercises, Officer Sticks offered Akshita an opportunity to take a preliminary breath test PBT.
Get those damn drunk
the results
assholes.
of the
Amen.
PBT indicated a BAC level of 0.22%, which was nearly triple the legal limit of 0.08%.
Oh, two. Damn. That's pretty drunk.
If you can safely drive a vehicle, basically, okay?
Yeah.
All right, would you be willing to breathe into that so you can show me if you can safely
I
drive
think
a
my
vehicle?
question is, what would happen if I refuse?
So
and
then
what would happen if I cooperate?
Sure. So if you refuse, right, I have to base my decision on how we're going to proceed based
Yeah.
on what I've observed so far, okay?
Yeah.
So based on the exercises that you've performed so far, how well you did on those is all I'm going to have to base my decision off
Yeah.
of. If you were to cooperate and breathe into that, that gives me a number, right? It analyzes your breath, and
Yeah.
it gives me a definitive kind of calculation of where you're at, okay?
Yeah.
And then I'm not solely relying based on my observations. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I do breathe into that and it happens to be high, then what would happen in that case?
Then we have to start having a conversation about how much did you drink, you know, are you having some kind of medical emergency, right?
Yeah.
If I know you're taking other prescription medications, could that be interfering with that? Those are just all things that we might
Yeah.
have to talk
I
about.
think
okay?
outside of the breathalyzer, is there anything that I should be concerned of? Or do you think if I just take the breathalyzer, like, I'll be fine?
I mean, I can't answer that kind of thing, right? This is so you're an adult, right? You're over 21 years old, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So these are the decisions that you're just gonna have to make yourself, right? Me, as someone who's just kind of looking into an incident, I can't give you advice. Okay.
Okay.
So it's either gonna be a yes or no kind of thing. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll be okay with taking the breathalyzer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
She thinks she's gonna pass.
I don't want to be non-compliant, so.
Yeah, you've been very cooperative. I've got.
Or at
no
least she
issue with
just
that
wants
whatsoever.
to be cooperative.
Like I said,
don't know.
I'm just concerned because when we came up, I was worried that it was kind of like a medical event type thing. Okay. So.
Yeah.
All right, so it's kind of like blowing up a balloon, right? Or blowing bubbles into a glass of milk, right? You're gonna form a tight seal, and then you're just gonna give me a consistent blow, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So whenever you're ready, breathe in.
I think I would ask,
Yep.
do I seem as if I'm not in the right position? That's
She's
kind of my
asking a lot of
question.
questions for
Well, I
someone
mean,
about
so
to
it's
get a
not
DUI.
illegal. You're an adult, so it's not illegal to drink alcohol.
A
right?
lot of times these
So I think you
people who are about to get a
been drinking
DUI have
alcohol
a
tonight.
ton of
That's just my
questions.
thought, right? But this kind of gives us an idea of
It's like you can ask questions and get your way out of it, you know?
If it's an illegal amount?
yeah, but like legal amount, and also like what I said, if there's drugs, if there's a medical event, right? Is there something interfering with how you're going on? Some of those levels can give us an idea of if there's something else kind of going on that we need to address. Okay.
Okay. My main thing is I haven't been drinking tonight and driving. That's my
understand.
main concern
I understand.
because I think, you know,
I was just behind the wheel of a car with the engine running.
as I have been
But not
drinking,
driving.
but I certainly not been driving.
Okay.
So I think like my main concerns I don't
I've been
want
traveling.
to, you know, in a DUI,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I can understand why that's concerning for you. What this does is this kind of helps us rule certain things out, and it helps kind of our decision process of what we can do moving forward.
I've been
Okay?
drinking, but the
So
car
it's up to
drives
you. It's a
itself,
yes or no thing
right?
if you want to do this.
Okay. What would happen if I said no? I think
Remember, I just explained that, right? So then I have to base my decision off my observations of what you performed on the street here. Okay.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
so yes or no?
Yeah, I think I'll take it because I don't want to be non-compliant.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So like I said, tight seal. You're gonna take a deep breath in. All right. And then when you blow out, just kind of try to keep that consistent. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, of
So go
course.
ahead, take a deep breath in. All right. Go ahead. Tight seal. Keep going. Keep blowing. Keep blowing. So see how you're kind of like it's like choppy. It's like stopping and going, right? What you want to do is you want to take that big breath in and then a consistent flow, all right?
Yeah.
Also, I noticed you're kind of like holding it in front of your teeth. If you could kind of, you know, like it's almost like you're blowing bubbles into a glass of milk, okay?
Yeah,
All right?
of course.
All right.
When's the last time you've blown bubbles into a glass of milk? Maybe when I was 5 years old.
So you want to try one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, so take a deep breath in. All right, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. All right. We'll try one more time, okay? All right, because
Is it not reading well?
She's trying to fake it. She's trying to screw with the machine.
yeah, because you're kind of like blowing and stopping and blowing.
You
and
don't know my
stopping, and
life.
you're
I may
like-
do that all the
you're like
time.
moving
Fair
your
enough.
around, right? You're
Hey, if you're out there blowing bubbles into your milk, more power to you.
moving your head around.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Try it without the straw. Breathe in, now breathe out. Just like that, okay?
Yeah.
All right, one more time. Breathe in. Go ahead, breathe in. Keep going, keep going. Go ahead. You got another, actually.
Is it not reading well? Or is it not reading well? Like you want to?
Need a new
No,
straw.
so what's happening is it's insufficient flow. It's giving me a reading on the screen that's FLO,
Yeah.
which tells me you're not really breathing into it, okay?
Okay.
All right, so
I apologize for that. I'm sorry.
try not to get not all your breath out at once. Try to do a consistent blow, right? Like
Okay. Yeah.
just like
Okay.
that, okay? All right, deep breath in. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. All right, there we go.
Hey,
Just
they got a
like
reading.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, how do you think you're going to be, like, high, low, maybe just a little bit, like, above zero? Where do you think you're going to be
I
at?
think I'll be normal. Probably
Normal?
For
Normal.
my weight
What's
and
normal?
height,
Okay.
It might be very sensitive. In those cases, I would be totally fine just waiting it out.
Got it. Do you drink alcohol frequently or socially, or how would you?
It's more socially, yeah.
Okay, more socially. All right. So I'm gonna, and I'm recording this on my camera too, right? So the number that's reading is 0.22. Okay. All right?
0.22.
So 0.22 is pretty high. Okay. So you're confident that you don't need any kind of medical.
A normal BAC
assistance
is
at all
2
or
times the
anything
legal
like
limit, right?
If it's 0.22,
Yeah.
I would be more than fine just waiting.
that? Waiting. Okay.
I'll just wait.
Because that's going to be. So the way your body metabolizes alcohol, we're talking like hours and hours and hours. Like
Yeah.
you know,
No, I would be, if it's 0.22, because I know it's 0.08, correct?
Right.
To be okay.
The bottle of Smirnoff in there, in your car. What's going on with that?
I think I had just drank that. If
Yeah.
it's not safe to drink and I have to drive, I'm more than willing to just wait, no matter how much time it is,
Right.
before I drive.
Okay.
The thing I would like to emphasize, I haven't driven since I have drinking that.
So she just parked, drank a bottle of Smirnoff vodka, threw up on herself, and passed out in the parking lot.
Okay.
So I personally would say I have not drank.
Were you just drinking it in the car and hanging out, or?
Yeah, I was drinking it and just hanging out. I
And-
promise you, I have not drinking since I have drinking that.
Yeah. So you're just
I've
in the
been
car. You're in the car hanging out, drinking some
Yeah.
Smirnoff. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't planning.
The cop, yeah, just hanging out in the car drinking some Smirnoff. No big deal. OMG, WTF, she had an open container, yeah.
On even driving, I was trying to get my friends, like how many of our friends I can contact, to just figure out the situation and see if they can take me, or if that really didn't happen, just an Uber, or if I would, just sleep and just wait for an Uber. I promise you that I would not have drinking in that condition, and then
She really thinks she can talk her way out of this. Oh no.
gone home.
Okay.
I think that is obviously very dangerous, and I'm obviously willing to wait until I can go home as well, even if it's hours, if that's okay.
Okay. All right. 95. So.
Based on her being in physical control of the vehicle, her admission to consuming alcohol, her inability to adequately perform the field sobriety exercises, and the results of the PBT, Officer Sticks placed Akshita under arrest for driving under the influence. After she was handcuffed, Akshita was searched by Officer Molinari and placed in the patrol car.
And I'll explain everything in a minute here, all right? What I need you to do is I just need you to turn around for me, okay?
Yeah.
I need you to place your hands behind your back because you are going to be placed under arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol, okay?
Okay.
There's a caveat to that. I understand that you're saying that, you weren't driving, all right? One of the things about driving under the influence as if you're in physical control of the vehicle, okay?
Yeah. So if you can, just separate your hands for us. Thank you.
Go ahead and interlock your fingers for me. So like kind of...
Yeah. Is that okay?
We're just going to move your hands a little bit, okay? There you go. Perfect.
Is that okay?
Yep, that's great.
She's at least pretty
Right
compliant.
here. I just...
Got one in custody. Can you start on these, please?
Sorry, I didn't realize how much teeth I have left. Alright, so are either of these handcuffs too tight? They seem pretty loose to me. I don't think I can make them any tighter, actually, okay? Okay. I'm gonna double lock these so they shouldn't get any tighter. It's good.
She needs to step it up if she wants to make it on an episode of Jail. That's a good point.
Okay. Alright, and
That's a good point.
so my female partner is gonna search you. Do you have anything on your person, like needles, knives, anything that might poke us? Okay. Alright.
And then do you have a sweatshirt on underneath this?
Yeah.
Okay. I am gonna undo the jacket, okay?
Let's jump ahead a bit.
One step. Take a step.
No, but I'll go. Alright. And then alright, you can go ahead and take a seat.
She's been searched. She's getting buckled in.
Can I ask what I'm being arrested for?
Sure. So you're being arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol, otherwise operating a vehicle because you're in actual physical control of it, okay? Alright. Yeah, oh, that'd be great, thank you.
But her car's getting towed. At least they found her ID. That was nice. Audio muted for... Oh, cheap viewers on Streamaboo. Love Streamaboo. I love advertising the cheap viewers, not the best viewers. Oh, why'd you ban them? Mod abuse. Alright, there's 5 more minutes left. The ride to the police station. The long, long ride to the police station. Then I'll end the stream. I'll upload this to YouTube and see if I can get it past copyright. Though it should be covered under fair use. And then I might play a game of Blood Bowl after that. I'll take a little break, a little breaky poo in the meantime. As Seems like a pretty quiet ride to the station. Seems the officer's coddling her too much. I've only seen that soon. I've never seen it that long.
Police department for further processing. At the station, Akshita agreed to submit breath samples for testing. Her breath test results indicated.
Alright, so at the station she blew a .17, which is a little bit
The back of
less than a .22.
0.176%, which was more than double the legal limit of
Still
0.08%.
double the legal limit. Still too drunk to be behind the wheel, obviously. Goes without
Everyone
saying.
keep close by 11.
Getting his gloves on, grabbing the Smirnoff bottle. See, I called her. She said she would blow a normal amount, and I said that's 2 times the legal limit. Yeah, you're right. You did call it. You did call it. Alright, this has been my first DUI reaction video. It was just trying something a little bit different than the T-Capistan stuff, To Catch a Predator stuff. So, I don't know. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you want to see more of it. Let me know if you hate it. It won't hurt my feelings.
Go ahead and walk through here.
So until next time, I've
Following
been Jay
the
McCain.
breathalyzer, they completed their paperwork. After the paperwork was completed and Akshita was photographed and fingerprinted, she was released pending her court appearance on May 24, 2024. Akshita was cited for driving under the influence. Alcohol 6 to 5 ILCS 5115018. Driving under the influence. Back .08 or more 625 ILCS 511 to 500.
Illegal transportation of
And
alcohol.
illegal transportation of alcohol 6 to 5 ILCS 5.
That's a funny one to get
11
cited
to
for.
502A.
Just go ahead and turn around for me.
Till next time, I've been Jay McCain, mind, body, spirit, harmonious resonance. Be where your feet are, strive to be no one nowhere, and of course, as always, stay water, my friends.